Hey everyone, welcome back to the RPGames YouTube channel. My name is Ralph, this is Gamedec. We're back near the Orange Folk farm. I kind of ran out of dialogue options in town. I was looking for a ticket for the Midnight Express, that's one of the quests as you can see on the screen. A ticket to give to the Outlaw. I found that Fruity Betty has one. It's for sale for $20,000, which I cannot pay, of course. I was already very happy with my $8,000, but I hope that somehow I'm gonna get some new information now from talking to the Orange Folk, because if not, I'm gonna have to resort to grinding the game for loot boxes, which I really hope is not the intention of the game. That would really suck, so we're gonna talk to these guys. The farmer was toiling away. He looked at me without stopping his work. Who are you? I'm a Gamedec. Stanley said you could help me. Oh, it's you. Fantastic. Hold on, I'm looting. Whoa, it's the frilly dress of the Confederate general's wife, type 12. With the spicy apple perfume and a 3-meter radius, not a bad drop. Guess you brought me luck. That will make up half of my day's work. We can talk. I'm kinda new to this game. Tell me more about the loot boxes. Well, you better ask Handy Joe, the bot by the station. He'll explain it better. Basically, you grow your crops, wait a little, click, and sometimes a box pops out. We've actually seen this in the past on our own farm. And then there's goodies inside. From what he said, those boxes dropped very fast, suspiciously fast. Ask if he's using boosts. What? I don't need any boosts, all it takes is skill and some luck. You, for one, are my lucky teddy bear, Bunny. Yeah, right. He's getting one loot box after the other. Oh, there's a treasure chest. Let me see what is inside. Oh man, it's the Autumn Infinity watering can with the voice of the Golden Gorge stream. Sure. I stood and watched him work. Yeah, this is a cheat for sure. Another box, and inside is an Autumn Infinity watering can with the voice of... Oh, again? What could be in this box that I could use? Are there... Oh, there is gold in some. But he's getting items the whole time. He's not... Like in my box I received a bunch of gold. Maybe one item, but I thought several times that I got gold. Now he gets the Gravedigger's sturdy shovel with accelerated parsley cultivation bonus. That I'm sure he's using the accelerated parsley to grow his loot boxes so fast. Another shovel, whoop whoop. Could you give me a hand? I need to take my spoils to the fence in town. If you could help me, I would owe you one. Big one. Sure, I'll help out, why not? I need you to deliver this loot to the fence. Talk to the stallkeeper, Fruity Betty, I mean. All clear? You need to remember that my time is really valuable, guy. I don't work for free. Sure, what do you need? Gold coins? Maybe a weapon? I have a weapon. I could use coins. Let me think about it. Why won't you go yourself, actually? I could, but time is money, friend, and I'm even losing it right now. Sorry, but that's the truth. I could be looting right now. Yeah, I know where the fence is, Celia. You've been there. Okay, let me do this mindless quest for a moment. Hey Betty, got a couple of items for sale. I'll take it all, pay you immediately. Oh, I could transfer part of the money to my account. Yeah, he's gonna find out about that, I guess. Transfer everything to my... You know what would be cool if I would know how much it was? Like if this was 12,000 gold, then I would take it and buy the ticket. But if it's like 200 gold, then, you know. Want you to wire the whole sum to the Orange Folk account? Sure thing. Okay. Let's see what he gets us. It contained the pricing list. Everything seems to be in order. I knew I could trust you. Yeah, good thing. Good thing I didn't cheat there. I can give you gold coins or a weapon. Shall we accept the coin? How much is that? 2,500. Well, that's not bad. Wouldn't do it with them on my freemium account anyway. Don't need boosts, I have my secret. Okay, why don't you tell me what the secret is? Ah, good one. No, I have to keep it a secret. Is that secret a cheat? Speed boost? So you know. Well, you're a pro Gamedec, aren't you? Yeah, that's a secret. Everyone in the org uses it, but I'm the most successful. Tell me another secret. Betty, the fence, took over special items traffic from one player. All you need to do is say, show me your wares. Just don't say I told you that. Yeah, I already know that. We keep talking and here comes another treasure, and in it, an Autumn Infinity watering can. I mean, I don't know how entertaining you feel this is, but... I'm super into finding out what's in these boxes, actually. These are such funny names. Red Courier Mail Coach with a sluggish draft pony. An empty crate for potato beetles. That's hilarious. Carmine twofold draped mantilla. He's probably gonna ask me in a moment to bring more stuff to the fence. Oh, look at this. A Midnight Express ticket. Yeah, that could get me a lot of money. This is gonna be mine. Why is it so valuable? It allows you to go to other areas of the game, visit new places, build a new farm. It's a fresh start. What's the point in starting over? I know, because it's cool. I heard it's cool. Man, you bring me luck. My treasure is... a Red Courier Mail Coach with a sluggish draft pony. I'm wondering how much he wants for it. Fruity Betty wanted... what did I say earlier? 20,000? 25,000? Something like that. Oh, listen. I know you came here to help us, but I can't sell you this ticket. I'll just give it to you. There. Wait, what? Guy handed me a piece of paper that's shown with gold. He helped me sell my spoils and brought me so much luck that it would be unfair not to give it to you, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Okay, I was willing to fork over like 10,000 gold, I mean... So I guess my next stop is the guild hall. Let's run on in. Leanne is not here. Banitka, she has a name now? The girl smiled hesitantly. Speak, then. Ask. Here is a ticket for the Midnight Express. It's yours. Gosh, you weren't lying. I mean, you did it. I'm so glad. Thank you. How about I bring you to the station? The sheriff could stage an ambush. I'll help you get to the station. I'm sure that's what's gonna happen. Let's meet here at sundown. Wait, at sundown I'm supposed to meet the sheriff, right? So, can I already get into the well? Because I wasn't able to before. No. Do I need to make this deduction first? Who's responsible for the orange folks' issues? I'm guessing it's the sheriff, actually. Controlling, ingratiating, suspiciously popular. Yeah, I know nothing about the Outlaw, to be honest. I don't think it's Leanne. Someone else is... Okay, you know what? I've only spoken with one person down there. Let me speak to the rest of the orange folk. See if they can tell me something new. Oh yeah, I'm on her ignore list. What's up, before? We'll be fine now unless someone gets disconnected again. I'm going to get a reward for the help? Sure, what do you want? Metal carved from a potato? You helped us. We're grateful. Thank you. Okay, that wasn't really the help I was expecting. Or the reward. Don't run away from me. Oh, I can't speak to you. Damn it. There is one more person. No, looks like I burned all my bridges. So I guess I'm gonna have to make my my deduction. For the simple fact that the sheriff has this the supervisor employed, I'm gonna say it's the sheriff. I might be way off base here. What is decision time? There was a mysterious Gamedec waiting for me in the graveyard. Need to pay him a visit. Ah, yeah, you see? So this was the thing in the game that, or the thing the game was waiting for, was for me to make a deduction. All right, let's jump down the well. And like what is silly is that Gamedec has information for me. So there's a good chance we're gonna find out that I was wrong. I mean, I would say that that chance is actually quite high. That was my third time already. Welcome, Gamedec. Hi, do I need to perform a ritual or exorcism to make you reveal yourself? Right, let me exit Guardian Angel mode. Wait, how do I do that? I think it's here. It's me, Ken Zhao. We met in Twisted and Perverted. I was conducting my first case there. Oh, you're a Gamedec, Ken Zhao? Oh shit, I actually shot you in, in Twisted and Perverted. Right, we've met. I remember you were chasing some crooks. What are you doing here anyway? Following the cheaters? Yes and no. Remember those chicks in TMP? Knight's Code members. Took notice because they were talking about the Tree of Knowing. They're here now and they're asking around about it. It's important. I've met the local sheriff too. I'm sure he cheats and I hate cheaters. So I laid low, hidden, started snooping around, and you showed up, so I thought we might join forces. Okay, you mentioned the Tree of Knowing, said it was important. Why? Do you know something about it? Chief, when the trolls took me down during the game, I caught a glimpse of the tree. Like the very air had been breached. I'm sure it wasn't a coincidence. I don't know what that shit was, but it must be connected to what they did to me. I overheard those girls say it's appeared in many places. Guardian Angel is a program popular with Gamedec. Where did you get it? How did you learn to use it? Yeah, getting the hang of this thing isn't that hard, you just need practice, that's what I'm lacking. There was a dealer on the dark web, he sold me the app. Cost me a fortune. Your Guardian Angel works differently than mine. Mine can't be detected, but I could feel yours. Yeah, that dark web jerk said if I pay more he'll sell me the full version, but I didn't believe him, he pissed me off, so there it is. You said some information regarding my case. Yeah, I think there's something fishy going on. Yeah, that much is clear, Ken. The orange folk use a cheat that helps them get loot boxes. Yeah, some sort of speed boost. Yes, but you know, Chief, that could be any kind of hack, small time or heavy artillery. The sheriff, that Billy guy, uses a similar cheat to win duels. Yes, that is correct. Makes sense. Sadly, I don't have any substantial evidence. I'd like to get some. I think the sheriff controls the work done by the orange folk somehow. That Aki guy and Mad Dog are involved in it. Some kind of slavery, Chief. What you're saying makes sense. I saw that you closed the deal with Billy and now you're obliged to do a job for him, but... maybe it's a good idea to get him in realium? Find out who he really is? It's not quite clear to me what it means, get the sheriff or get the outlaw. And I already know who he... well, I know that he works for that foundation of Leanne. That's the ticket. The Tree of Knowing. Officially, this artifact does not have a name. The Tree of Knowing is a name given to it by the Knight's Code players. The sheriff made himself the Lord of High Rock, forgetting he's in a game. The orange folks' problems are his doing. Somebody ought to shove that gold star down his throat. The Outlaw is responsible for the orange folks' problems. I have to catch that player and have a serious conversation with them. Like, where do we get to this conclusion? I'm guessing it's the sheriff, right? Let's get the sheriff. Yeah, we need to get him. Oh, fucking some. I got the investigator. That program tracks people down in reality. You just need to get in physical contact with the avatar of the person you're looking for and hold them for a while, you know? I've tried. But there is a problem. What kind of a problem, Ken? It's like a thin layer of digital air between your hand and another avatar. Maybe that's why it's easier to cheat with a speed boost here. I've searched the code and it seems that barrier caused the birds to vanish. I mean, they're here, they just can't be seen, it's that layer of air. I think there's a safeguard against the app, whether it was done upon player request or of their own accords. You just can't touch anyone here. So you can't run the investigator by just touching someone. I thought it over and I've got an ID. Alright. Can you hook up the investigator to a bullet and then shoot someone? That bullet would get inside the avatar and stay there long enough. You're thinking like a game deck, Ken. That's exactly what I was thinking. See, you managed to get a piece. It should do. I took a bullet from the gun cylinder, I opened the investigator window and linked the program to the bullet in my avatar. Done. Damn, Chief, watching you work sure is something. Now you need to challenge the sheriff to a sunset duel and shoot that douche. It's getting dark, we should go. I'll assist you as an invisible protective spirit. You can thank me later. I assume I have no say in this, you'll follow me whether I want to or not? I'm involved in this as well. I want to know how it ends, maybe I can learn something, maybe I can help. I might need an invisible helping hand, stay close. Great, lead the way, Chief. Now the question is, should I go to the Outlaw first and help bring them to the Midnight Express, and then we're gonna encounter the sheriff anyway? Because he's probably in an ambush and then I get to duel him? Is that how it goes, or should I go for the sheriff directly? Miss Gamedec, quick! They're hanging Stanley. Wait, what? Yeah, lead the way. Follow me. How can they hang someone in this game is what I wonder. Ranchers, witness a triumph of law and order. There's no place for scammers or scoundrels in High Rock, says the speed cheat guy. Yes, it's just a game, but most players take this world seriously. It's a home, a place of respite, meditation and honest work. This person committed fraud, lots of fraud. The truth about him will soon see the light of day. We are ever closer to the truth. Maddock, Aki, you know what to do with him. We have to do something, Chief. Stanley's your client, isn't he? I challenge you to a duel. That's how you say it, right? The game system sent a message to the players. The duel was about to begin. That's a bit odd. Like they just let the guy stand there on the scaffold. Look, we've got ourselves a daredevil. I'll put a bullet in you with pleasure. No one's ever beaten me and you won't either. The presence of the orange folk gave me comfort. Well, that's good. I'm sure all my predecessors had fired the first shot. That's why they lost. What should I do? Make eye contact with Ken? I needed the element of surprise. Ken was known to have good ideas. I nodded slightly in his direction. Ken approached the sheriff and waited for my signal. He was wearing an invisible skin, so the sheriff didn't see him. The sheriff adjusted his head and widened his stance. I was breathing calmly. Everything was under control. Let's move my hand to the holster. I moved my hand closer to the handle of the gun. He stood motionless. A jaded expression on his face, he looked as if the duel was a mere formality to him. This shot could decide the success of the entire plan. I started feeling anxious. What? No, stay calm. Prepare the lag attack. That sounds good. Using eye control, I pulled up a program from my deck that could give me an edge. It needed a minute to start running. I had to stall. Focused on my opponent's shadow. It mimicked his silhouette, revealing elements not visible from my angle. I didn't notice anything special. The sheriff slowly lifted the edge of his coat to reveal a holstered revolver. The stress intensified. I felt how hard my heart was beating. The lag program was still running in the background, slowly powering up. It only needed another moment. Looked at the tombstones, now appearing pink in the setting sun. In one of them I noticed a freshly carved epitaph with words I had spoken near the gravedigger. Looking me straight in the eye, the man slowly shifted the weight of his body to his other leg. Sweat was running down my forehead. My heart was pounding so hard it made my chest shudder. Tension was unbearable. Come on, game! My program was ready. I wasn't sure it would generate sufficient lag. Let's examine the sheriff's movements here. Son of a gun, that was an old trick. He had shifted his body weight for one purpose. he meant to fire a concealed weapon. He wouldn't be able to get a jump on me. All I had to do was wait for him to make his move. Like a cat bored of toying with its victim, he moved his hand closer to the holster. Couldn't control my nerves any longer, I drew my gun. I didn't even notice him draw, he was inhumanly fast. As I fell, I fired a shot in his direction. The sheriff looked at the wound and logged out momentarily. I was hoping that the investigator managed to get a read on his location. Can give a thumbs up. The investigator's in. We'll find the sheriff, even if he logged out of the game. It was quite a tumble you took there, Mrs. Gamedec. Thank you for saving my dignity. Oh, Stanley, yeah, okay, good. I'm glad I saved you. It was a team effort. Yeah, nodded at me and opened the deck window visible to both of us. Let's see if the investigator attached the bullet did his job. I looked at the report. The progress bar stopped at 100%. There was an address below it. It's one of the mushrooms. Living quarters for the builders of Warsaw City. It's below the low city level. What a trip. It's probably getting up from the couch now. He's figured out we tracked him down. He'll bolt. We gotta go. Want me to pick you up? Yeah, I'll be waiting at the apartment. As you wish, partner. See you there. Miss Gamedec, I still want to talk to you about something important. Okay, if it's fast. The boy froze. He was standing motionless, staring vacantly into the distance. Now is not the time to start freezing, buddy. The orange folk started disappearing one by one. No, leave me alone. Leave. All members of the orange folk had left the game. I needed to do the same. I opened the logout window. Yeehaw, partner, leaving already? Don't you want to visit your farm before you go? It was probably the last chance to see this place. No, let's go. I've got more important things on my mind. Going back to reality. Be seeing you then. Come back around sometime. I clicked on the logout icon. It was time to visit the sheriff in his lair. Cacophony of hard to identify smells hit my nostrils. Decaying plants, the smell of burning, the odor of oil. Was that what the under city smelled like? We were only a couple dozen meters above the ruins of old Warsaw. Ken came to pick me up with his Numobile. We went to the Mushroom, one of the places where Polish builders had lived for over a century. On the way, Ken talked a mile a minute. He was excited like a fan during a game. We touched down on a narrow parking lot by the door of the place indicated by the investigator. This is the moment, right, Chief? We got the bad guys and kicked their asses. Yeah, we'll see about that. I knew being a Gamedec would be more thrilling than good bads. Fuck, I feel like a real detective. But you're the one with the experience, Chief. Lead the way. We go in with guns blazing, right? Not with guns blazing, Ken. We don't know what's inside or how strong the door is. If it's reinforced, all we do is alert. You're right, cautiously. With some guns blazing. I go in, you cover me. Before I could answer, he threw himself against the door. Great. He was strong, he hit it with so much force, he smashed the lock to pieces. Well, nicely done. Get him! What are we running into now? Kids, take cover! We got a bum invasion on our hands. The guy bit the tip of his tongue. He was in the mood for a brawl. An electric knuckle duster flashed in his clenched fist. Oh, great. Look, Doc, it's that Gamedec from Harvest Time I told you about. Kid was right. They did track her down. Fuck do you want? Re-educator. Dominate and arrest. What does that do? This is handy right now. You learned how to survive on the gang waste hard way. Your experience combined with knowledge of the law serves as a powerful weapon. Not only can you break someone's jaw, but referring to certain regulations, you can just as efficiently convince them. Gentlemen, we are in an apartment that was the scene of a crime. Minors were forced to perform illegal labor and given illicit psychoactive substances, as well as made to use forbidden programs that speed up virtual time. In total, your sentence will be to spend up to 30 years in prison. Fuck me, Aki. I told you the cops would show up. Let's bounce. Hold on, Doc. It's just Gamedec. I was hoping you'd mouth off, bum. Gives me a reason to use more direct method of persuasion. Nicely done. Yeah, you're my hero too. I looked at the children. There was fear in their eyes and sparks of satisfaction. Come on, let's find the sheriff. It was the only kid that didn't get scared. He seemed overly excited. Mrs. Gamedec, oh wow. Never seen anything like that. Only games have those wham-bam animations. They had no chance, and they're strong and scary. They were scared of you. Let him speak for a moment. We have to go up, he's upstairs. Oh, I'm Stanley, by the way. I mean Tom, I forgot to tell you. I was afraid, but you did fine. You can handle Kid too. You showed them. We knew that you must be good with all those likes under your profile and that you'd find us. I heard his jaw crunch when he got hit. And yesterday we had no dinner and they laughed. Well, who's laughing now? Because the investigation had to lead you here. I knew it. Is there an end to this story? And I knew I didn't have to say anything because you'd figure it all out. I mean, you can tell who's bad and who's good here. They were dirty and hunched over like any villain in the game. If someone looks like that, you know they're bad. I knew you'd figure it out. Okay, let's... That was epic, like the raid event, but it only comes once a year in harvest time because it's too epic to have it more often. And then there's wild horses stampeding to hide the raid. People say wild horses are an omen. But they neigh and stomp and an omen wouldn't neigh, right? Everyone knows omens don't neigh. Shut up! He grew a bit sad and fell silent. I could see he was used to harsh orders. What does the sheriff look like? Describe him. He's big, much bigger than us. He's got long hair, smiles often, but not in a friendly way. And he's cheeky and skinny and walks fast. He sometimes talks weirdly, like what's up? Or see ya, like old people. What does he look like? I told you. Alright, easy. What kind of hair does he have? Dirty. Where is the sheriff? Upstairs. I think he tried to run away from you. Yeah, that's why you were here talking to me all the time, huh? Is there another way out? Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know about the way out because we're not allowed in the office ever. It's for grown-ups only. You gotta be fast, like a duel in harvest time, except in the game, the good guys are always inside and they shoot to defend. Yeah, we're gonna leave. You can talk all you want. When we have this guy in custody. Ken stopped me when I was about to open the door, Chief. I know you may look like a total pro, but I've never caught anyone in realium, I mean. Not interrogated anyone. Any tips before we go in? First of all, the investigator led us here. We don't know who's behind all this. Let's get the guy who acts as the sheriff in the game, interrogate him and find out what's going on. Okay. Watch him closely. Try to remember what he says and how. If he lies, he should be inconsistent. Lying requires very good memory. Very smart, Chief. I'll try. I'll leave the talking to you. I will listen and learn. Hands up, motherfucker! Prepare for justice. He realized that was too much. Yeah, I got carried away, Chief. Sorry. Ah, you're out of luck, guys. The boss is gone. He heard you coming up and jumped out of the window. He told me to stay and clean up here. Yeah, but this is the sheriff, right? Like, his name is Kid, so... It's just some kid. It's good that you're here. I'll go check on your friends. He headed for the exit. I took a closer look at him. He was older than the others. Maybe that was why he was more confident. He wasn't wearing a suit. His face was relatively fresh and didn't show signs of exhaustion like the others. He was tense but not scared. Got the shit, punk. Tell me what's going on here. He looked at me calmly. In the low city, there is always someone trying to scare us. Gotten used to it. Can I get back to my friends now, or do you want to scream at me some more? Who are you, by the way? I'm like all these kids, just a little older and better at taking care of myself. That's why the boss needs me sometimes, cause no one's sharper than me. This punk is proud of it. If you came from low Warsaw City, you'd appreciate making money too. I thought you came to help. You want to harass us as well? You're helping your boss, so I guess you know how this whole operation works? Using slave labor? Why, are you going to take us home and take care of us? You and your kind little heart didn't give a fuck until someone paid you, and they paid you because they're making money. Instead of doing drugs and roaming the walkways without supervision, they're here together, learning how to make money. I'm proud of that. Kids crowded together working in a dilapidated hovel below even the lowest of low city levels. We're really proud of this. They're brats from the low city walkways. We feed them, give them a place to sleep, access to nature, fresh air on a farm no less. You forced them to work, you son of a bitch. You're stealing their childhoods. We're gonna kick your asses. Voss came up with it. Oh, and some foundation. But it's good that they did. Walkways are dirty and dangerous. Kids are starving. Are these the childhoods we're stealing them from, pal? Come the fuck on. We teach them to earn and sell their loot. For one, to keep this place going, buy game pills from the foundation. We're their only chance. One kid felt so bad here that she tried to run away. Okay, her plan was strange, as she lay here all along, but that screams of desperation. That's right, slave master. They're so happy, then why are they running and hiding? Where are those kiddos anyway? Use your brain, idiot. Kids can leave anytime they want, the door is open. You'd notice that if you'd used the handle. Yeah, they run away, but only inside harvest time. They don't want to leave to mushroom. They want to stay and keep playing. As long as they're here, they need to follow the rules. If I let them slack, they won't learn discipline. The program won't profit. Your kids are being forced into loot box farming. In the same way all employers force their staff. We teach them the value of work. If they want to stay, they need to earn their keep. It's called child abuse. They're street brats. What do you think they'll do what they're supposed to if you leave them unsupervised? We need to keep an eye on them. That's how we make money. We can feed them, give them access to the game. Everybody wins. He's not showing any remorse. I feel in my gut that he's not gonna learn until we graciously beat the fuck out of him. This isn't how we're supposed to serve justice. We've come here to solve your problem. You called us because the situation's bad. Yeah, we keep getting disconnected. We can't make money because of it. None of us have loaded parents, you know. You're supposed to help us get back to playing. You made the kids use a speed boost. We all use it sometimes. What do you think, nobody can beat the sheriff in a duel? Anyway, the kids slack off, then use the cheat on themselves and their plans to catch up and make money. We all gotta make a living. What did you say, on themselves? But that can accelerate the aging process. Chief, that can cause Edelheim syndrome. Accelerated aging. The organism works at full power and it gets worn out. That's messed up. What's the alternative? Starving in a low city? Better to get old a little faster. Actually get to live. Survive. Don't you get it? Adelheim syndrome can have irreversible effects in children. Growth disorders, endocrine gland disorders, could be disastrous for them. They can experience lifelong chronic pain, get much older faster, which means they live shorter lives, do you understand? At least they'll be happier. They'll actually have something that's theirs. We don't force anyone to work here, Low City does. These children are overusing pharmacological substances, stimulants, and you're turning them into junkies. What exactly do you think they've been doing on the walkway, huh? At least here, they only take game pills and some vitamins, no nasty stuff. Believe me, I'd notice. They wouldn't be able to work. Took out my walkdell, opened the command window and dialed Nanette's number. Let's see what the head of this operation has to say about this. Hey there, Gamedec. Is this the moment you'd like me to return the favor? I need some information, tell me, Nanette. What is Nanette Gardens exactly? What do you do? It's a type of play therapy that combines work and fun. We rehabilitate kids from Low City by teaching them collaboration and empathy. Harvest time is ideal for that. It's free, lets you work in fresh air, experience nature, watch plants grow, even if only virtually. Who's responsible for supervising the foundation? I am, obviously. But I entrusted Mr. Lepsky with the Harvest Time division called Nanette's Gardens. He's a very capable manager. Currently working on our next project, the cancer hospital. Too many sick children, too few sponsors. Don't have time for other things. Lepsky promised to take care of the kids and I thought he kept his word. The reports show his division is doing better and better. Talked to him today, he admitted to playing as the sheriff to look after the kids the entire time. Harvest time included. Seemed like a good idea to me. What about the financial aspect? Is the foundation supposed to profit from that? Absolutely not. After all, we're financing a bigger part of the program ourselves. We donated couches, we sent them NutriFluid and game pills, even cover a part of their living expenses. We're a foundation, not a company. She seemed to be outraged with my question, but I wasn't sure if her reaction was honest. Where are the headquarters of Nanette's Gardens? I mean in Realium, not Harvest Time. I rented a modest place in the host tower, right above Low City. Can't afford more, but it's clean, spacious, even has some natural light. Thanks, Nanette. She had answers to everything, good answers, though I wasn't sure if they were honest. Further questioning seemed pointless. Listen, Nanette, I'm in the mushroom right now. It's one of those 100-year-old structures abandoned by the builders of the polis. I know what the mushrooms are. Well, have you found anything interesting in there? Yeah, the headquarters of Nanette's Gardens. It's a dump. Stinky, creepy slum. Wait, what? How? I rented this nice place. Kids are being forced to grind for loot boxes constantly. Doesn't look good. I had no idea. This cannot go on. I'll take care of it right away. These children need care and attention. Just please, don't inform the police. An official investigation could paralyze my foundation. I wouldn't be able to help those kids. You had plenty of time to take care of this. I don't know. I need to understand the situation better before I make a decision. Thank you for telling me this, Gamedec. Once again asking you, please let me fix my mistake and take care of these children. I beg you. We already talked about it. Listen, old lady, I really should go and check on those little shits. Unless there's something else, I'll be waiting downstairs. We've heard what the kid had to say. What do you think, Ken? Not sure, Chief. We learned in harvest time that it's the sheriff who's responsible for the kids' problems. The sheriff ran away, we need to decide what to do with the kids and the assholes that were helping him. I think that regardless of whatever the fuck you think, you don't have a choice. If you call the police, these kids will end up in juvie or on walkways. I would say the latter. You're going to leave them alone in Low City? Well, much worse off than here. Unless you want to take them in, raise them. No? Well, fine. I know how to take care of them. Wow! Let Nanette's Foundation? No, I've got to call the police. We should call the police. They need to fix this mess. Right, they'll be taken care of. I was starting to feel like a hero, and then I realized that I don't know anything about kids. Good call. Alright, Chief, I'll sense them. Take care of everything. Can't open the private window, it shows a number. His lips started to move, but I couldn't hear anything. Kid headed for the exit. Where do you think you're going, punk? I'll be an adult soon. Don't want to be treated like those kids, I can handle myself. I don't know where the boss is, I'm no use to you. I think he's the sheriff, Chief. Stanley said the boss was upstairs and it's too high to jump out of the window. Two mighty game decks, holy shit. Thought you'd never figure it out. So old, yet so dumb. Of course it's me. Anyway, as a minor, I'm untouchable. The kids won't last a month without me in my operation, because all adults are idiots. Oh, but we fuck him up anyway, Chief. Introduce him to the holy punishing hand of justice. I'm itching to beat the crap out of him. I can shoot the kid? Well, while it's tempting... Oh, trap him in a speed boost. Oh, that would be... Yeah, let's do that. Kid, you like using speed boosts and don't give a fuck that they accelerate aging, right? You won't mind experiencing it yourself then. We'll trap you in a cheat like that, and the kids will decide when to turn it off. Please, no, they're clueless, they'll kill me. Don't worry, punk. You want to be an adult? This will help. Someone takes pity on you, gets you out, you can run a real business. Not a shithole like this. I don't know, like an old folks home. There was an ancient computer on the desk. Okay. Let's check it out. There was nothing on it, not even an operating system. Kid had deleted everything. No worries, Chief. Even if we don't recover the data, there's plenty of evidence downstairs. Crates in the office appeared the same as the ones downstairs. Most of them were opened. Some of them I could see shipping details. Scanned the chips on several random crates. It was charity. The Nanette Foundation donated them to the Nanette Gardens free of charge. Judging from the delivery dates, it was common practice. They were always collected by Mr. Lepsky. Is he trapped now? Guess he is, right? Will it be fine from now on? We won't get locked out anymore? Can we still play together? Oh boy, yeah. Are they gonna kick us out of here? They aren't they? Madam, what will happen to us now? Who's gonna take care of us now? You won't leave us alone, will you? Police will be here soon, they will take care of you. Not. They will take you to a better and safer place. You won't have to work. The police, they'll separate us, you'll see. It'll be the same as with Alex. Remember when they took her? Yeah, she never returned to the walkways. I don't want to go to the police. I don't know if you can stay together, but you'll get better. Nobody will force you to work anymore. But we don't want to be separated. Please, don't let them take us. We hired you, we don't want that. We'll behave now, we'll work faster. Settle down, kids. It's all for your own good, really. The children fell silent. Gotta say, it feels pretty strange when they just stare at us without saying a word. Our first case solved. We should talk it over, Chief. Maybe not here, eh? Why don't we discuss our strategy tonight at your place? Now let's wait for the police. Good evening, you two. Welcome home. The time is perfect, temperature normal. Can meet Bliss. She's my majordomo. She's cool, Chief. Either translucent. Can Zhao, a good-a-bad player and one of the few players in the world who can play for 15 seconds at the 19th level of pain. He's been the most efficient attacker for the last 2 seasons. She knows everything about me. Intellectual personality? Great choice, Chief. Let's offer him a drink. Oh, look at that. I have a flying bar. Sure, what should we have? We'll have whiskey. Yeah, we need to rinse our neurons after what happened in that mushroom under Low City. Let's focus on our next investigation. Did you notice I said our? Did you notice those 2 trippy girls in Team P? The ones that were chatting people up? They seemed strange, so I talked to them. Turned out they were recruiting people to a clan in a different game. Wait, it gets better. The clan believes in some crazy ass stuff. They're also obsessed with the number 314. Think they're a cult, so you see. Now we're gonna get into it. So what's the deal with them and the number 314? It feels like I've heard something about it before. First I thought it was just a reference to the number pi. There's more to it, Chief. Gotta say, gives me the creeps. You know, it's like whenever I see this number or even hear anything about it, something happens. Don't fucking laugh at me. I'm not, don't neglect it. If you're feeling something, it's a fact. Might just be your emotions, but it might be something else too. Worth investigating, right? That's what I thought, because you know, Chief, I kinda believe there might be something mystical going on here. It's like when I see 314, it feels like a sign that was put there especially for me. It's like special. Strange, isn't it? What if the clan knows that I'm interested in them, and they reprogrammed my walktel and my lenses? It's worth investigating. What is the Tree of Knowing? Well, I'm not sure yet, but I'm really interested in finding out. You see, this goddamn tree is what somebody used to destroy my career. They're never specific about the tree. Some kind of artifact. Apparently it only appears once in a while. It's a big deal to them. They say the tree gives them truth and inspiration and sends some signal things. And it seems like they get high a lot. Suspicious, huh? What do you know about this clan? They're called the Han clan. Apparently Han means book. It's in their emblem. Book in front of a tree. They play MMOs. Keep talking about meditation, observation, stuff like that. Even more about fighting in territories. I think I'm actually a member of the Han clan, am I not? Wasn't I recruited by the recruiter in Twisted and Perverted while we had some kind of wild adventure together? I mean, you know, Chief, when they fight for real. You know how they play. But as soon as those girls realized I had money, they told me I was special and my spiritual path led me to the clan. Suspicious, huh? So why did you become interested in them? During that game, you know, when I rage quit, those fucking trolls were the only thing I saw on that space rip. There was always also a tree. I mean, what was that about, right? When I heard about the clan worships the Tree of Knowing, I figured it might help me understand. Did some online research and it turns out their sacred Tree of Knowing looks exactly like the one I saw during the game. That's my lead, Chief, my lead to finding the fuckers that ruined my career. Anyone hired you for this investigation? Not really, I'm working on my own. You do know that Gamedec's get hired. Discuss their remuneration with the client, only then begin their investigation. This one's an exception, well, the second exception. The first was harvest time. I hired myself to find out who killed my career. Someone's gotta find the culprit. Are you in, Chief? If you pay me. This might be too difficult for you to handle on your own. Yeah, that's for certain. Awesome. We'll be like a good bad team, but in realium. And in all the other games in the world. What about your career? As a good bad player? Well, you need to be a bit of a masochist. The pain is at 10, it's like being operated on without anesthesia. At 15, some players start tripping when the endorphins kick in. I can go as far as 19, it's hard to describe. Heaven, hell, both at once. They say Peter crashed kites can go up to 20 thanks to meditation and some other wizardry. Me, I like to feel everything. Turns me on. Well, there are people who get turned on by pain, I mean. I'm not one of them, but I know people that do, actually. You seem to know yourself pretty well, kiddo. You're honest, it's impressive. And yes, I do know interesting people in real life, you know. I have a life. You can lie to others, not to yourself, Chief. Alright, so you like my Bliss? Ask her a question. Alright, Bliss, what is more real, matter or information? Matter is a catch-all that describes an illusion. The reality is but an emanation. Jesus. The reality is but an emanation of mathematical rules. Particles are mathematics. It's all information. Ken puts his hand around his head, widened his eyes, pretended that his skull is exploding. She's brilliant. Alright, what about this last case? It was amazing, Chief. I feel like the king of the world. I think we should always work together. Yeah, don't get too excited. Ken finished talking before I managed to cut in. That's why we're a team. Together we're even more awesome than when we're separate. Listen, this whole Gamedec thing really interests you. Would you like to hear more about this job? I'm listening. Yeah, Bliss, you listen too. Well, it has no benefits really. No pension, no vacation, no sick leave. When there is work, you make money. When there isn't, you starve. That sounds wonderful. That's because you're young. But sure, have a go at it. Just remember what I told you, because what seems wonderful at first might turn out to be a completely different kind of wonder. It's better to try and find out, I guess. Yeah, something like that. Let's have another drink. We have to get up to the bar to go grab a drink. That, like, the bar cannot fly to us. Not sure if I can drive my Numobile after all those drinks. Yeah, you better grab a cab. You're not sleeping on my couch. I need to follow a certain clue tomorrow morning. We'll pick up the vehicle first thing. Can't finish talking before I manage to get in. With every new day came new challenges. And with that being said, with the wisdom of the day here being spread all over YouTube, I'm going to put a cut into the video. If you're enjoying this game, hit that like button. Follow along if you want to subscribe, and subscribe if you want to follow along. Jesus. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.